Have you ever wondered how your heart knows exactly where to send blood? First to the lungs, then to the entire body without ever getting confused? Every single minute, your heart pumps blood in two perfectly coordinated pathways, one to purify it, one to distribute it. These two pathways are called pulmonary circulation and systemic circulation. If you understand this concept clearly, you will never confuse the right and left heart flow again in exams, and you will easily answer any 5 or 10 mark question from this topic. So, today let's break down both circulations step by step in a simple exam oriented way. First, let's start with the pulmonary circulation. Pulmonary circulation is simply the lung circulation. So, this is coming back to its definition. So, pulmonary circulation is the movement of deoxygenated blood from the heart to the lungs for oxygenation, and it's written back to the heart. Coming back to the pathway of pulmonary circulation. So, the first step is the deoxygenated blood will be entering into the right atrium through the superior and inferior vena cava. So, deoxygenated blood will be entering the right atrium through the superior and inferior vena cava. Thereby, it will be passing through the tricuspid valve. From the tricuspid valve, it will be entering into the right ventricle. From this right ventricle, it will be pumping the blood through the pulmonary valve. So, this right ventricle, with the help of pulmonary valve, it will be pumping the blood into this pulmonary artery. Now, this pulmonary artery divides into right pulmonary artery and left pulmonary artery going to the lungs. Now, this blood will be reaching to the alveolar capillaries. So, in the alveolar capillaries, the gaseous exchange will be happening. So, what happens in the gaseous exchange? Simply, the carbon dioxide will be diffusing out of the blood and oxygen will be diffusing inside. Carbon dioxide will be diffusing outside, oxygen will diffuse into the blood. Then finally, the oxygenated blood will be returning through the pulmonary vein to left atrium. So via pulmonary vein to left atrium, this process will be happening. Let me just repeat this pulmonary circulation once again. So pulmonary circulation, the first point is the deoxygenated blood will be entering into the right atrium through the superior and inferior vena cava. Then from there it passes through the tricuspid valve. Then it enters into the right ventricle. So this right ventricle will be pumping the blood through the pulmonary valve into this pulmonary artery. This pulmonary artery will be divided into right pulmonary and left pulmonary artery, which is going to the lungs. So this blood will finally reaches this alveolar capillaries. In the alveolar capillaries, the gaseous exchange occurs where the oxygen molecules will be entering inside. That means carbon dioxide will be diffusing out of the blood, oxygen will be diffusing into the blood, thereby it causes the oxygenated blood returns. So the oxygenated blood will be returning via the pulmonary veins and left atrium. Coming back to the next part, let's see some important features and the significance of this pulmonary circulation. So coming to the important features, this is mainly the low pressure circulation, and the oxygenation of the blood is one of the main function of this circulation. This will be including the pulmonary arteries, pulmonary veins and capillaries in it. So this is mainly useful for connecting the right side of the heart to the lungs and back to the left atrium. Coming back to the significance, this circulation will be useful for removing the carbon dioxide. It helps to maintain the acid base balance. It also prepares the blood for the systemic circulation. So, systemic circulation is defined as the flow of oxygenated blood from the heart to all body tissues and return of the deoxygenated blood back into the heart. So coming back to the pathway of systemic circulation, here first thing is the oxygenated blood will be entering the left atrium from the pulmonary vein. then it will be passes through the mitral valve, then enters into the left ventricle. Now this left ventricle will be pumping the blood through the aortic valve into the aorta. Now this aortic branches, they will be entering into the arteries which will be supplying to the head, upper limbs, trunk, abdomen, kidneys and lower limbs. Now here these arteries reaches arterioles, finally reaching the capillaries. So now the exchange will be happening at the capillaries. Exchange happens at the capillaries. So in the capillaries, the oxygen and the nutrients will be entering into the tissues. Similarly, the carbon dioxide and waste will be entering into the blood. Now this blood will be returning through the venules, then to the veins, through this superior and inferior vena cava, then finally enters into the right atrium. Now let's try to see some important features and significance for this. So coming back to the important features and significance, so this systemic circulation will be a high pressure circulation, and here this will supply oxygen, nutrients and hormones. This is also useful for removal of the metabolic waste, thereby it maintains the body metabolism. Coming to the significance of this circulation, this systemic circulation will be providing energy and nutrients to the different organs, and it will be useful for maintaining the temperature and homeostasis of the body, and it supports the cellular metabolism. So along with the points which I have mentioned earlier, you can also draw this flowchart. So coming back to the key differences between the pulmonary and systemic circulation. So in the pulmonary circulation, the main function is to oxygenate the blood. In systemic circulation, the main function is to supply oxygen to the body. Coming to the second function, this will be starts from the right ventricle. Systemic circulation starts from the left ventricle. Then this pulmonary circulation will be ending at the left atrium. Systemic circulation will be ending at the right atrium. Coming to the pressure in the pulmonary circulation is low, pressure in the systemic circulation is high. Then the main organs involved in the pulmonary circulation is the lung, and the main organ which is involved in the systemic circulation is the entire body. And coming to the blood type in the pulmonary circulation, it is deoxygenated is converted to oxygenated, and in the systemic circulation, oxygenated is converted to deoxygenated blood. So that's all about the pulmonary and systemic circulation in simple way. Pulmonary circulation helps in oxygenating the blood into the lungs, while systemic circulation will be distributing the oxygen and nutrients to the entire body. Both circulations will work together continuously through the heart to maintain its life, proper metabolism and the normal body function. I hope this explanation made the concept clear and easy to remember for your exams. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Pharma Palette. See you all in the next video and thanks for watching.